Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. This is Coach Charles on the Soccer Benchmark. Arsenal versus Manchester United. This is one of those games that everybody wants to face, everybody wants to watch, everybody wants to pay attention to it because it has historical implications. Manchester United are the defending FA Cup champions. They won it under Ten Hag. It is one of the highs that kept Ten Hag around, messing up our entire season. But that is water under the bridge. Arsenal, on the other hand, 14-time champions. They are the record holders of the FA Cup, and Arteta will want something to show for his many signings and improvement over the years. He'll want to win this cup, but Manchester United stand in front of all this when it comes to Mikel Arteta. Now, a game like this does not come around so often, and this is the third time I think Manchester United have met Arsenal at this round of the FA Cup. And we've met many times. United have knocked Arsenal in many ways. I remember there's a game where Sir Alex Ferguson played the Da Silva brothers in midfield. He had like 7 defenders, and we beat Arsenal convincingly in an FA Cup tie. So the history is laden with a lot of expletives and everything that you may want to hear in football. I'm also in a game between Arsenal and Manchester United. Now, this is the very best time for Manchester United to just show up and beat Arsenal because they have been faltering in most of their games. Their last game against Newcastle, they were beaten convincingly at the Emirates. In fact, Newcastle just came and rolled over them. Everyone will say that Newcastle are in form right now, but no, this is Arsenal at the Emirates, something that did not happen last season. They were impossible to beat. They were very strong. They were organized. They were everything that you'll want in a team defending their own at home. But currently, Arsenal is beatable. The absence of Saka has really affected the dynamics of Arsenal's play. In fact, he's the one that makes their game tick. Also, when he combines with Martin Odegaard on the right wing of the midfield, and this is the moment that United has to beat Arsenal, and I am putting my money on this that Arsenal this time round you're going down. I can take it to the bank because Manchester United has had a very bad season so far because we've lost 4 games on the trot. And then we turned up against Liverpool at Anfield, a game that everyone had written off Manchester United. In fact, every other person was talking about United losing this game, 7 goals at least, or 5 goals, those big goal margins, something that did not happen. United turned up, and we turned up the heat at Anfield, and they ended up walking alone, So we are not going to let this game, this Arsenal-Manchester United game, just pass us by. We are ready for this game. And listening to the coach and what he's been doing, he's very confident that the team is ready. He's had a week to train, something that he's not been having. So the boys are ready. Everyone is prepared. Everyone is psyched up. And Arsenal, having lost at Newcastle on Tuesday, I think their legs will be weary. They'll be having some recovery issues, and United have rested the entire week of rest. And the coach has put in some really good training. He's really made us convinced that this game is not going to be easy for Arsenal. And we are right behind the coach. Now, Arsenal lines up in a 4-3-3 formation. In fact, their lineup never changes. Maybe in the cup ties, they may tend to change a few people, but their lineup is always the same. David Raya in goal. I think Zinchenko will come in for this one. I think the Skelly boys may not be able to play this one. Zinchenko, we have Gabriel, Saliba, and Timber. Those 3 are colossal at the back. They're very good players who know what to do. They are speedy. They are organized. In fact, that partnership has really matured. Then in midfield, I think they'll have Jorginho, they'll have Rice and Odegaard. And Odegaard is a star man. He's a star boy at the moment because with the absence of Saka, he has to play double-double. something that will really tire him. And we saw it happen in the previous games where they drew and lost to Newcastle. And then up front, they'll have Trossard, Havertz. I think Jesus will be in for this. He's been on form. He's been scoring a lot of goals, 6 goals in as many games. That is a good form for a team like Arsenal. So we are looking at an Arsenal that is organized, because Declan Rice tends to offer the overloads and the stamina, the power. Jorginho will offer the recycling. He'll be able to recycle the ball every other minute, possession. So basically, Arsenal should be better than United when it comes to possession. But if you look at the previous game we played, the first leg in the league, United had almost a 50-50 possession against Arsenal. So it means that possession alone will not win them this game. They don't have that goal threat that they've always had, something that I think United should take heart in. On the other hand, Manchester United will not change the team. I don't think the team should change because you should never change a winning team. That is a mantra that most good coaches know, and we are looking forward to maybe one change because I think the coach mentioned that Altai at the goal, that is the only change. Onana will not play this one. And then we'll have Martinez, Maguire, and Dalot. I wish Ron Euro started this one. Maybe we push Delete to the bench because we need a speedy defender at the right side of the defense. But anyway, that is still a good defense of Martinez, Maguire, and Dalot. Then the four in midfield will be Mazrui, Ugarte, Maino, and Dalot. Mazrui and Dalot basically are wing backs. If they play to the level that they showed against Liverpool, I don't think we'll be having any problems against Arsenal because Mazrui is fast, Dalot is fast. The only challenge that Dalot normally has is the fact that he's right-footed and he's playing on the left side, so he has to always turn and look for his stronger leg, something that has really disenfranchised Manchester United. But the performance at Liverpool gives us hope that this wing-back pairing will work. Then we have in front of them Bruno and Ahmad tucked in, and then Højlund as a number 9. Now, Højlund needs to know and understand how to bring other players into play. He needs to be able to hold that ball. He needs to take his chances when they come by. He needs to be able to be very dynamic, but always available at the right position. Because you find sometimes the challenge with United is that we may break the line against any team, but when the ball comes into the number 9 position, there's always someone missing. So the ball ends up on the opponent side, and that is how we lose our attacks. So we need to really push the numbers up front, but pragmatically, because this is an Arsenal team that is wounded. This is an Arsenal team that knows that they need something to show for the millions of dollars and pounds that they have invested in the team, more so in their defense and midfield. So we need to take these chances, and Højlund needs to turn up, needs to be able to finish clinically when he gets those opportunities. It will be hard because he'll be playing against two very accomplished defenders in Gabriel and Saliba. So what that means is that he needs to play in between these defenders. He needs to play on the shoulders where the defender is not really aware where he is, because I think marking him is one of the easiest thing. He tends to just fall sometimes. I don't know what's wrong with him, But this is a game that has history loaded in it. So pragmatism, communication, clinicality, we have to be brave on the ball. We have to try and keep possession when we can. And more so, we need to avoid those funny corners, because corner Arsenal will hurt you. And that is exactly what they did to us last time. So we need to congest this midfield. We need to reduce the dead balls situations in the game. And if everything has to work well, it will work well this Sunday. That Manchester United finally, after many trials against Arsenal, we get a 2-1 win against Arsenal. So that is my bold prediction for this game. And I'm looking forward to a clinical, classical match. Thank you for watching. If you've not subscribed to the channel, click on the subscribe button, share, the link, comment, and let's keep playing football a better way.